There is a fallish chill in the air now. It's the first full week of October, and we welcome you to another edition of Bobcat Weekly. Hi, everybody. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Ohio Bobcats. Yeah, you need the jackets and the sweaters through the early part of the week, but the forecast for Saturday looks tremendous as Ohio football comes back home to take on Bowling Green at Peden Stadium. 4 home games over the next 5 weeks, and it starts with the Falcons on Parents' Weekend. We start off the weekly with football. Win number 1 all-time in program history came in 1895. Win 400 came in 1983. And on Saturday, it was 500. Ohio won 30-17 over Eastern Michigan and Ypsilanti on their homecoming. The Cats are now 2-3 and 1-1 in the MAC. It was a historical victory for Frank Solich and the Cats.
It's big for us. I think any time a program wins that number of football games, 500, you're talking about a lot of history, and so you're talking about a lot of former players, you're talking about a lot of former teams that got something done, and certainly all the teams for the most part contributed to that, and so we're glad to be a small part of it. We're just a team that happens to be standing there when the 500th win opportunity came about.
Vince Davidson had 3 touchdowns in the ball game, 2 on the ground and 1 in the air. Ohio played well in the second half to put the Eagles away. The Cats and the Eagles were tied at 10. Eastern's losing streak is now at 17 games. Ohio has won 6 in a row, MAC roadies, but the problem has come at home over the past couple of years. Ohio has lost 5 MAC home contests in the last 2+ seasons. And Solich and the Cats know that needs to change.
Where we're falling down a little bit is at home, and so we're looking at that, and what's it going to take to be a better home team. So we're going to look at all aspects of what we're about at home, and in terms of our preparation and how we handle the day of the game, and all those other things, to see if there's something we can change up a little bit that will start to give us an edge.
Bowling Green lost by 2 to Buffalo on Saturday. The Falcons are 1-4. Ohio won in Northwest Ohio last year. Our game week coverage will continue on Bobcat TV in advance of the battle with the Falcons on Saturday. Tickets are still available for the Parents' Weekend Tilt, 800-575-CATS, or visit ohiobobcats.com. Now to volleyball. It's not often that the Cats lose anywhere in MAC play. It's certainly not often that they lose at the Convocation Center in MAC play to anyone. And so this past weekend, they had to deal with something they're not used to. They lost in 5 to Akron on Friday night. Now, that ended a string of 12 straight MAC home matches in the win column. And also, that ended a string of 11 straight MAC matches, home or road, that they've won. Head coach Ryan Tice.
Again, had a chance to win that match at 13-all in the 5th, went up 14-13 and couldn't capitalize. And we've done that one other time this year, which was disappointing. But we're going to be in those situations all year, and hopefully you win most of them. And again, didn't get that one. Again, I think we were just high error throughout the match. But again, just great effort by Akron, and we got outworked a little bit and outplayed.
Ohio did respond quite well, winning in 3 over Buffalo on Saturday night. The Cats are now 11-6 and 3-1 in the Mid-American Conference, and they'll have to go on the road now. That'll be tough for the Cats.
In this stretch of 4 road matches, we're gonna have to play pretty well to get 3 wins, but we'll try. We started with BG in Miami, and so we're starting to watch the tape on them, get prepared for them, and see how we go from there.
Katie Post and Sue Jacoby had 29 of the 43 kills for the Cats in that match against Buffalo, so a strong end to the weekend for the Cats and for that duo in particular. Now to Bobcat soccer. A goal in the 8th minute won it for the Cats on Sunday against Ball State. Ohio had that 1 goal stand up. It came from Aaron Schwenke. Ohio won it over the Cardinals 1-0. Ohio now is 4-5-2 overall and 1-2-1 in the Mid-American Conference. Bobcat field hockey went up to Michigan over the weekend, lost to Central Michigan and 6th-ranked Michigan State. Ohio did score 4 goals against the Spartans and lost 6-4 to the 6th-ranked team in the country. Cross country fared well at the All-Ohios, finished 3rd for the men and the women. Andy Beecham took 3rd overall individually, and Kerry Summers was 4th for the men. Ridge Robinson and Scott Myers were in the top 10. Women's golf went to Happy Valley and competed at Penn State, 11th of 17 participating schools, but they were 5 strokes away from a top 8 finish. Megan Weaver finished 16th overall. Now to the Bobcat calendar. On Friday, field hockey travels to Kent State. Soccer back at it at home at Chesapeake Field against Western Michigan. And volleyball starts that tough stretch away from home this weekend at Bowling Green. On Saturday, in addition to football, field hockey is home against Missouri State. And volleyball travels to the rivalry match against Miami. On Sunday, soccer is back at home against Northern Illinois. And on Monday, women's golf competes in an event hosted by Akron. And the men compete in one hosted by the University of Cincinnati. As the sun pops out in southeast Ohio, we put the wraps on another edition of Bobcat Weekly. Should be sunny and beautiful on Saturday as Ohio football comes back home against Bowling Green. The Cats will conclude the first half of the regular season, hopefully trying to be 3-3 and 2-1 in the Mid-American Conference with another win over the Falcons. That'll do it for the Weekly. For Ashley Hartzell, I'm Russ Eisenstein. This is Bobcat TV.